When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to something special. The sight of the river. As he rumbled over the bridge, he would see people fishing. Thomas often wanted to stay and watch, but his driver said no. What would Sir Topham Hatt say if we were late? Every time he met another engine, he would say, "I want to fish." But they all had the same answer. "Engines don't go fishing." Silly stick in the muds, thought Thomas.
Thomas the Tank Engine has worked his branch line for many years and knows it very well. You know just where to stop, Thomas, laughed his driver. You could almost manage it without me. Thomas had become conceited. He didn't realize his driver was joking.
So James was coupled on and everyone got in. "Do your best, James," said Sir Topham Hatt. Come along, puffed James. "You're pulling us well, you're pulling us well," sang the coaches. Bridges and stations flashed by, the passengers cheered, and they soon reached the station. Everyone said thank you to James, and Sir Topham Hatt was very impressed. "Well done," he said. "Would you like to pull the express sometimes?" "Yes, please," answered James.
The engines on the island of Sodor like feeling responsible, reliable, and really useful. They work hard to complete their jobs on time. They don't like confusion and delay. But the troublesome trucks delight in mischief, and their mischief causes trouble, as poor Henry found out. "Henry has had an accident and been sent for repairs," said Sir Topham Hatt. "There are no other engines available, so diesel will help until Henry returns." "Yes, sir," puffed the engines, but they weren't happy. The engines didn't like Diesel. He was always being rude and always showing off. "I hope Henry's mended soon," said Percy. "He moves more trucks than 3 Diesels put together," agreed Thomas. "Trucks are no one's friends," huffed Gordon.
Molly's Special. It was a blustery day on the island of Sodor. Thomas was excited. He was on his way to meet a new engine called Molly. She was waiting as he pulled into the yards. Molly was bright yellow. She had great big wheels and a shiny funnel. She looked very smart. "Hello," Thomas puffed cheerfully. "Hello," Molly chuffed back. Molly looked sad. "What's the matter?" asked Thomas. "Emily laughed at me because I have to take empty freight cars to the coaling plant," Molly puffed sadly. "I want to take full freight cars like a really useful engine." This made Thomas feel sad. How can I help Molly feel important, he thought to himself. Then he saw some tarps flapping in the wind. This gave Thomas an idea. I know what we can do, puffed Thomas. Molly reversed the empty freight cars into a siding. Thomas asked Molly's driver to cover her freight cars with the tarps. With your cars covered up, no one will know they are empty, puffed Thomas. We can make everyone think you're carrying a special delivery. Then I will feel important, Molly chuffed cheerfully.
Gordon is a very proud steam engine. He's the fastest engine on the island of Sodor. He loves speeding along his line with the wind blowing across his funnel. "You've broken the record again," said his driver. "I'm the fastest," boasted Gordon. But not all the engines were impressed. "Speed isn't everything," said James smugly. "But being reliable and useful is," said Thomas. "You slow engines will never understand," snorted Gordon, "because you'll never go as fast as me." Sir Topham had arrived with news of a special for Thomas. "I want you to collect a jet engine and take it to the airfield." "What's a jet engine?" asked Percy. "A jet engine goes forward by pushing hot air out of its back," Sir Topham had explained. "Just like when you blow up a balloon and let it go," added Thomas. "It's very fast."